Hi guys, got Saad here reporting from vacation. Wanted to share with you a story that happened as we were flying from Montreal to California. There was a Jewish man sitting a couple of rows down from us who at one point during the flight got up, put on his tefillin, put on his talit, stood up in the aisle and began to pray in a very conspicuous manner. Incidentally, a few rows down from him was a Muslim man who was dressed in Islamic garb. I think he looked like he was a Pakistani Muslim man. And you might imagine when the Muslim man got up and crossed eyes with the Jewish man, if only looks could kill, oh boy. But in any case, my point today is to talk about the idea of whether in your in your right to freely express your religious beliefs, whether it is okay to infringe on the rights of others to be free of your religious rituals. And so here you might imagine people are on a flight and they suddenly see this guy get up, stand in the aisle, and start doing a set of rituals that certainly for me as a Jewish person I was very familiar with, but as somebody who is very much driven by an ethos of secularism, I thought it was quite inappropriate for him to be imposing himself and his religious views in a very restrained environment on a plane flying across the continent. Everybody had to sit there and be privy to his ritual. And so, again, my view on these matters is that you're allowed to practice your religion within the privacy of your heart and your mind and your home and your house of worship, as long as it doesn't infringe on any third parties and as long as your practice doesn't infringe on the rights of others to be free from your practice. So, for example, if you block the streets with public prayers, well, then you're infringing on those who would like to get by and would not like to be exposed to your ostentatious public displays of devotion. And so, if we are going to be consistent, it doesn't apply to only one religion that we may or may not approve of. It applies to all religions. And in this case, here we had a Jewish man. I'm Jewish, and I thought it was perfectly inappropriate for him to be doing so. So there you have it, folks. In the same way that you can walk around nude in your home, but you don't do that in public, feel free to practice your religion. Just don't impose it on others, and certainly not on a flight where there's no way for the rest of us to be free from your devotional rituals. There you have it, folks. Hope you're doing well. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Cheers.